If I want to get cracked, I will get cracked. And I have no problem telling you that I'm versed. But don't get your feelings hurt trying to crack me, and I don't want to get cracked by you.
All right, y'all. So today we got this masculine bottom giving a little story time real quick about how dudes be trying to top him. Let's check this out.
If I want to get cracked, I will get cracked. And I have no problem telling you that I'm versed. But don't get your feelings hurt trying to crack me, and I don't want to get cracked by you. Because back in the day, I used to tell people I just top. And that's not true. But I really don't get cracked. I really don't get cracked like that unless I really like live. Because I got a little PTSD.
All right, so first I got something to say already. So first he said, when I used to, back in the day, I used to tell dudes I was a top, but really I'm not. I want to address that because that's an issue. That's the reason why a lot of bottoms be thinking that there ain't no more tops. You see that all the way online all the time. Oh, where all the tops go? There ain't no tops. Da, da, da. There are, but a lot of these niggas misrepresent and act like they tops, and then when y'all find out that they be getting cracked, then it's where all the tops go. So yes, there is a validity in that because most dudes do transition eventually. I do see that happening. I mean, we are part of the gay community where it's men on men, so they are sleeping with a man. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna usually get cracked eventually. It's very few and far in between where a nigga is not doing that. Alright, so I think in a relationship, yeah, if you want to compromise in a serious relationship, that's fair game. But I don't say you're versatile unless you doing that on the regular. Like if a dude hits you up on Jack and he asks you, what's your position, how you get down, and you say verse, that means that you down to get cracked and crack. So to me, that makes you versatile or a bottom. But if you only do it in relationships, then that's more top area because I think we just do it just to compromise and do it for the person. If you're doing it for a person, then that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's what people. I just want to say that real quick because my bad. I just want to say that real quick because everybody has their own way of looking at that. But for me, as a top, if I'm in a real committed relationship that's going to last longevity or has last longevity, then I would consider that still a top. Because if I become single and I'm back on the dating field, I'm not going to be calling myself versatile because ain't nobody getting ready to hit. So in that case, I could see it. But from what he said, basically, he just didn't like being told or being looked at like a bottom. So he acted like a top, but he really wasn't. A lot of verse dudes have that complex where they will say that they're a top, but they're not. And I know that 9 times out of 10 it stems from like this insecurity of feeling less than as a bottom, okay? Because dudes subconsciously know and consciously know that bottoming comes along with a lot more responsibility, judgment, etc. So yeah, I think a lot of them be on that cap shit because they don't want to be looked at like a bottom. All right. What else did he just say? Hold on real quick.
But I really don't get cracked. I really don't get cracked like that.
That was the other part right there. I really don't get cracked like that. What do y'all mean when y'all say that? I have heard that over and over and over again. And it's before I even express my standards. They just voluntarily tell you, I don't get cracked like that. Oh, I ain't been hit in a minute. I ain't did this in a minute. I ain't been smashed in a minute. You know what I'm saying? What do they mean when they say that? Because everybody's minute is different. So they could be saying that they ain't been hit in a week. But really, to you, a minute sound like, when they say that, I always internalize at least a month. But to some of these niggas, it could be a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like the term like that because a lot of verse tops, versatile dudes try to use that statement to try to keep their value because they know that they're going to be looked at as less than if they just giving that shit up like that. So they try to act like, oh nah, nigga, you lucky if I let you hit because I don't get fucked like that. You know what I'm saying? They let that be known, boy. They let it be very much known. So Yeah, let's continue.
Unless I really like live, cause I got a little PTSD. Like I feel like people be having like underlying like objectives when it comes to cracking me. I'm not saying I'm all that in the bag of chips, with a little salt on the side. But if like bitches just be like kind of starstruck, I don't want to say starstruck, but I feel like bitches be really, really pressed. Like bitches will act a certain way. Like bitches gotta act also macho and all of that just to crack me. And it's like, bitch, it's not even about that. It's about authenticity, bitch. Like, and then it's like, bitches just be like, literally, like, I'm telling you, when you bottom for a motherfucker, that boosts a motherfucker's self-esteem.
All right, what I will say about that part, the capping, I see a lot of y'all do a lot of capping in each other's face. Like my homeboys be telling me the same thing about how niggas be acting like they hard just to get some and all this other stuff. I never felt the need to have to do that because my authentic self always presents, and I always make them want to give it up because they see how comfortable I am in my skin. That makes a nigga horny. You know what I'm saying? They really do like that. So be yourself. Just be yourself, bro. If you are not accepted or the dude is not attracted to you no more because you being yourself, that's a dodged bullet. Don't matter how you come, be yourself, because then what happens is if you become to start being yourself later as you get comfortable with a nigga, then that's when a nigga might start seeing stuff and he ain't feeling it because that's gonna be like you catfished him in a way. Because you don't have to just catfish by looks, but your personality can be catfish too if that's not who you is. That's why a lot of these bottoms be mad when they be finding out that they be getting topped by other bottoms and shit. Because these niggas be coming around acting hard, but I don't know why that matters when it comes to the acting hard part. Because you should always be somewhat masculine as a top, in my opinion. Now, there are some tops that are feminine, but in flamboyant, but I mean, hey, that's up to them bottoms for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no opinion really there. I know that y'all exist, but I'm not going to tell bottoms that they should accept feminine tops because they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? It is against the grain, but I do think that they should be open-minded to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's finish because he only got a couple more seconds left, so let's go.
Well, and I want you bottom. When you deal with that boosts a motherfucker's self-esteem. That makes them feel better about themselves. And it's just like, I just want to be going willy-nilly getting cracked by anybody just because trying to boost you up, trying to give you something to talk about, to go back to your friends and tell everybody, bitch, fuck you. Hell no. It's not that. It's not me.
Okay, so he said bottoming makes niggas big-headed. It could, because it's, especially a dude like this, you know what I'm saying? When you present masculine, you got that hard look, like, because he got the muscles and everything. So dudes probably just pursue him just for the ego. That does exist, so I'm not even going to sit here and act like that doesn't happen, because it does. But in that case, like, I just feel like it sucks to be a masculine bottom because you're gonna most likely talk to like there's a majority of feminine dudes. So if you're talking to dudes that are considered tops, they could still be catty, messy, like that ego driven, trying to like get a self-esteem boost off of you, because that's facts. You know what I'm saying? It happens in all ways, but from this perspective, it does happen that way. So I just feel like they would always have to compromise on shit because like you're gonna be harder than most of the niggas that are gonna be, that you're gonna be harder than most niggas, So in this community at least, so they probably go after more straight dudes. Like it's always people. I see people having to go to straight community for their needs to get mad. I see that happening. I know that he probably get cracked by hella straight dudes. Like that'll probably be his type, just because of how he presents. And like he said, most gay dudes is on that, ego, catty, trying to be better than somebody, trying to beat somebody, trying to belittle somebody. Like, I get it. So, yeah, what I would say to that is to refrain from that happening, stop just giving it up to niggas just because. Like, why are you getting topped by niggas just because? Like, you should only be getting topped by niggas you in a relationship with. That's my opinion. So, yeah. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Y'all know exactly what it is. Hit them comments up. Because Kelso say so. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.